Oh, well, hey there. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and have us a quick chat. Let's talk about it. Y'all, we got a chance to see another good episode from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, in this episode, okay, we saw where Martell had a sit down with his mom. He was engaging in conversation about Melody's mom and how he felt as though she came at him talking about how she was being disrespectful, which took America by surprise because we're used to seeing Martell being the person that's the most disrespectful, but can't necessarily handle disrespect himself, which was very interesting. So y'all know, like the mother, Miss Mama Holt is. Now, we thought that she was pretty much a unbiased mom, you know, staying out the way and stuff like that, but she definitely has some choice of things to say. Although she feels like she tries to stay out of the way as well, she kind of, to me, you know, took some shots at Mel's mom and was pretty much saying like, girl, get you a life because I have one. Okay, you need to stay out of the business. If you don't want to be around my son, you didn't have to be around my son. Okay, mind yours. Leave what's going on between Mel and her ex-husband, between them. Stop jumping into it. And I'm kind of like, well, Mama Hope, you about to kind of add yourself into it, even though you wasn't even trying to be into it. You about to add yourself into it. Okay. I felt like Miss Mama Melody, I felt like she had every right to address Martell because Martell said some things directly about her on social media. Okay, so I felt no need or no issue with them having to sit down. In addition, you know, Mama Holt always talks about how Melody will be her daughter-in-law forever. And I just feel like if you're going to be able to have conversations with Mel and talk to her about her own marriage situation, I feel like it's only right that Mama Hope gets to talk to Martell about those same things. Okay, those are my thoughts. Now, even though Miss Mama Hope was sitting up there calling Miss Melody her daughter-in-law forever, it don't seem like that may be lasting too long. Now, I will say, Mama Melody had a conversation with Martell, and she said, let's try and keep things off of social media for the kids. Well, I guess the Mel did not necessarily get that memo, or at the time she didn't give a damn about it, because Miss Melody had some things that she needed to say and get off her chest. Okay, and it looks like it was directed at her quote-unquote mother-in-law. Okay, and this is what Miss Melody had to say. We're going to go through all of the story that she posted on her social media. So the first thing she said was, do a real heart check, like for real. I really can hear this in Melody's voice. So she was definitely pissed the hell off. Okay, do a heart check. Okay, like for real. She goes on to say, so when have y'all ever heard me or my mother say anything negative about my ex-mother-in-law? Oh, girl, she put the X in caps. She did. She put the X in about my ex-mother-in-law, meaning, let's be very clear, I'm not necessarily your daughter-in-law, girl. Okay, you can go on over there with the one that he with now. All right. She says that she's appalled, to say the least, at what she just witnessed. So she was not approving at all of what Miss Mama Hope had to say. And I kind of feel like Mama Hope could have just kind of like, you know, treaded a bit lightly when she had that conversation with Martell, and understand that if Mel would have did Martell wrong, you would have wanted to have a conversation with her, I'm sure. So at the end of the day, like I said before, if you can feel free to talk to Mel about her marriage, her mama can talk to your son about the marriage too. So that's that. Mel goes on to say, having a blended family over 14 years and literally taking trips together, being there for each other, spending holidays together, and you think that you don't have the right to hold those you love accountable? Shaking my head. Now, I do feel like Mama Hope was holding him accountable last season. Am I wrong? Y'all correct me. I know y'all gonna do that anyway, because that's just how y'all is. Okay, now I do believe she was likely holding him accountable last season and not really trying to pick a side or anything like that. So it was just kind of shocking to see her take his side in a sense, or kind of like down talk a little bit Miss Mama Melody. So I'm like, that wasn't, you could have just kept that to yourself, because your son has been out here doing a lot of shit. Okay, not only did he cause the pain and the breakup of the family, he's continuing to inflict that upon others. Okay, so maybe he got on to you about you not having his back, because y'all know how Martell is about unbiased people, or shall I say biased people. Y'all know how he feels about biased people and people not having his back and feeling misunderstood. Okay, he brought that on himself, and I could have sworn she said that last season. So I'm confused on that right there. Okay, so yeah, definitely hold him accountable. You did last year. Why are you switching gears now? Okay, then Mel goes on to say maybe accountability should have been taught a long time ago instead of hyping up the BS. Okay, now Mel, I thought that she held him accountable last season. Did you feel that that she didn't? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, because I could have sworn she called him out for his whole SHI. And then she goes on to say, oh, he ain't arrogant. He just confident because he got it like that. Hashtag accountability. Ooh, did his mama say that? If she did, when did she say that? He ain't arrogant. He just confident because he got it like that. No, he's arrogant, baby. He's arrogant, honey. I'm sorry. Confidence and arrogance is different. I feel like confidence comes with a little level of humility. Okay, but arrogance is just on a completely different level when it comes to, you know, Martell. That means that you're not open or receptive to your faults. You just feel like you're untouchable. It's kind of giving me the baby a little bit. Y'all know how the baby said these things that he said, and now people are pulling out, but he's still being arrogant with his responses and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, that's what like you untouchable, like you not phased and shit. Like I don't like that. That's what he's giving off, that type of energy. Okay, Mel goes on to say, don't have a life, because you know his mama said, get a life, honey. Somebody get a life, because I got me one, honey. And she sipped on her little her drink. Mel says, don't have a life, LOL, give me a break. Selling property left and right, writing books, supporting her daughter, doing interviews, speaking engagements, plus so much more. Stop the bull. Everybody's definition of living ain't the same. Honey, it's a night. And I wonder, Mama Holt, Mama Holt, girl, what is your definition of living? What you be over there doing, girl? What's your definition of living that made you think that Miss Mel Mama being booked and busy means that she don't got a life? Let me know what the thoughts are, okay? Because Miss Mel over here ready to give it to the girl. She had some things that she had to say. I can't necessarily say Mel is in the wrong for chumping her off. And I kind of feel like Mel is taking the same approach that Martell did. So since Martell feels like, oh, well, you can't talk about me wanting a divorce without speaking on what you did and why we getting a divorce, then you can't talk about Mel taking it to the internet because she's only following suit of what you did. Then how about that? Okay, so that's on that. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, because Miss Mel is not sparing any of the girls. All right, she's not sparing anybody. She letting y'all know how she's feeling right off the bat, and she's always been an open book for the most part. So I want to hear y'all thoughts about Miss Mel taking everything to social media after Mama Mel told Martell that they should keep things off social media and consider the children. Let me know your thoughts, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to some Real Housewives of Potomac. Real quick, I want to hop on Miss Wendy and Miss Mia, because Miss Mia got everybody in the, girl, what is going on with you? Okay, it's giving me confusion. It's giving me liar. It's giving me makeup stories. It's giving me storyteller. What is going on? Okay, so Wendy sat down. She had an interview. And I'm reading this article from Reality Blurb. They're saying that Real Housewives of Potomac's Wendy Osefo reveals the real reason behind the feud with Mia Thornton and big confrontation that didn't air. Plus, she talks about, you know, what else is going on as far as the season and her being in her second season. So let me just get to this real quick, okay? So when they asked her about the heated argument that she had, or the heated exchange she had with Mia's arrival, due to a huge fight or whatever, she wants to know what took place, okay? They're saying, according to the professor, she already was in a heated argument again prior to Mia arriving due to a huge fight she had with Gizelle, and that did not air. So what we're hearing is that Wendy and Gizelle got into it, and they did not show us that. And I wish they would have, especially considering the fact that Gizelle and Wendy are going to get into it later on this season. And it also makes me think, after that terrible argument, that could have been what led to Miss Gizelle wanting to talk more about Wendy and what's going on with her man, honey. Okay, but this is what Wendy said. Wendy said, me and Gizelle got into a big argument right before Mia walked in. Right before anyone walked in. And I was like, before anyone walked in, you was the first person to get there. Who else got there before you? Before anyone got there? How was that set up? But okay. She revealed on Bravo's The Daily Dish podcast, she said, and Gizelle had confronted me because she didn't like the way that I told Robyn at my nude interlude not to jump in when Gizelle and Karen were talking. Now, I kind of felt like she shouldn't have. I just felt like, listen, Robyn should be able to say what the hell she wants to say. Okay, I understand where Wendy was coming from because you got her kids in the house and all the other stuff, and it's like a one-on-one conversation. But then you had just hopped into a damn conversation that really should have been between Mia and Gizelle when y'all was at Candiace's house. So, yeah. And now you talk about, I just think it should be a one-on-one conversation, but you be queen for jumping into some stuff. That'd be the gag for me. You be the queen for hopping in, adding in your 2 cents into conversations. But then now that you see your freshly new Judy, the same woman that did not want you to be on the show because you're not of Potomac, okay, you decide to have her back in that moment and tell Robyn that it should only be, you know, her and Gizelle talking. Girl, boop, 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 boop. So I do feel like Gizelle probably should not have been the person coming to you wrong. It should have been Robyn. Robyn should have approached you on that. But I also feel like this earlier that day in the show, they showed us how Robyn and Wendy already had that conversation. So if they already had that conversation and Robyn was okay with it, I do feel like, Gizelle, you shouldn't have went back to Wendy to address anything with her because it didn't happen to you. It happened to Robyn, and obviously Robyn was okay with that. So you shouldn't even said anything to her. So I definitely feel like Gizelle shouldn't have approached Wendy, but I also feel like Wendy shouldn't have told Robyn to be quiet when she's quick to hop in conversations. And we just saw that on last night's episode. That's that on that. So let's go ahead and read on, okay? She says, so once that happened, my energy was completely off. And so you guys see me making a face. I was like squirming and I was like ready to leave because there was a whole big confrontation that happened. And then Mia decides to walk in. So that's the issue. All right. That's where everything happened. So she really gave Mia the energy that she already had for Gizelle, but high key, no, you just was tired of Mia anyway. You already felt the way about Mia. Mia already checked you in Karen's home, called you out more than one time. You know what I'm saying? So, you probably was still upset about that. So that, I don't think that's the real reason behind the feud with you and Mia. I don't think so. I think that you still weren't feeling Mia based on what had already happened. You tried to check Mia. Mia wasn't having you check her. Okay? Andrew was playing this game and you didn't want your husband to write Mia's name on there. He had better said nobody and stuff. Okay? So I don't think that's the real reason, but I think that's real tea. You letting us know that there was an altercation between you and Gizelle that happened that we, the viewers, did not get to see. But no, I do not believe that's the real reason behind the feud. Okay? Absolutely not. See, I feel like this is another way for you to try and put stuff off on Gizelle. I don't think Gizelle had anything to do with your argument with Miss Mia. Only for you to have just gotten into that big argument with Gizelle and then you turned around and basically, remember I told y'all in my review when Gizelle was telling her, I have no issue with you going to bat. And it sounded like she was saying, but she was cut off by production. It sounds like she was saying, I don't have you going to bat for me at all. But if you're going to have people talk, let them talk. You can't be talking over them. So I think Wendy even said it in her confessional, how she was trying to defend Gizelle. Even in that, you're trying to defend Gizelle, but y'all just got into it. So, I mean, it's not connected for me. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down in the comments. I just kind of feel like, no, you went off on Mia because that's what you wanted to do. It had absolutely nothing to do with Gizelle. But we're going to go ahead and move forward. But, you know, I mean, when you don't like the person, you're going to make sure they in the midst of it. So those are my thoughts. I don't care about what you say is talking about. I said what I said. Let's move on. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on to Candiace Dillard and her mama. So obviously people are not over the incident and everything that took place last year. So they felt the need to go ahead and bring some things out to the forefront. And obviously Miss Candiace mama said, I got time today on Twitter, baby. Okay. I got time today to get a few of you guys together. Okay. Hear me very quickly. Okay. Somebody said Monique was wrong with the physical altercation, but they are isolating her. That's not nice. Candiace is such a mean girl. I'm sorry, guys. I can't get on the Candiace train. She treats her mom like SHI, so I can imagine how she treats the others. I've never seen Candiace treat her mama like SHI. I haven't, okay? I haven't seen her treat her mom like SHI. Now, I've seen her mom kind of say something out of the way SHI to her. Okay, that's what I have seen. Now, her mom goes on to check a person. Okay, she had a few cliff notes for them. The first one was, for the record, Candiace and I have a great relationship. Yes, we have heated debates, and she may talk a little too much. She is not a mean girl. She is smart, intelligent, and fabulous in every way. And another thing, for the record, Candiace and I have a great relationship. Okay, so that's what she was repeating. And then she said, I can't understand how grown-ass women, girl, let me just tap out of that. Y'all got Miss Candiace mama up here cussing. That's the problem. Y'all got Miss Candiace mama up here cussing y'all the hell out. Cussing y'all the hell out down there to the Instagram, okay? Now I don't even know if I've ever heard Miss Candiace mama cuss, but y'all done pissed this woman off so bad that she out here cussing y'all the hell out. Let me read more of what Miss Ma'am had to say, because let me read more. She said, I would recommend all the adults, especially all the mothers. Imagine if your daughter or son was assaulted. How would you feel? Would you come on social media with the attitude that your daughter deserved to be attacked? Question mark. Okay. Would you continue to twist the knife in another human's back after she spoke on the mental, emotional, and physical anguish she has suffered at the hands of another person? Please feel free to repost this conversation. We are a family of principles, values, love, and respect. I completely understand Miss Candiace's mama. What mama is going to get on social media and agree that her daughter wasn't attacked or anything? She's definitely going to have her back. However, y'all also are supposed to present a united front. So there have been times, Miss Candiace mama, Miss Dorothy, where you have done things that did not appear so united with your daughter. Now I understand you keeping it real, okay? But when we heard about you hitting her upside the head with a pocketbook, girl, that's like, no ma'am, okay? You can't be going out there doing all that, SHI, ma'am, okay? And then when you be trying to shame her about her finances because you taking care of her or you funding certain things, ma'am, obviously that's something that you intended to and wanted to do, okay? You created wealth so that you could pass it down to your kids. A lot of rich people do it. A lot of rich people take care of finances and everything for their kids, okay? And I don't think nothing's wrong with that. But girl, you got to be a little more mindful when these people be out here ready to drag your daughter for every little thing. You can't continue to get on reasons to do so. Okay, so I guess you had to make sure that you defended her in this sense, since people may have felt like you ain't defended her before. Okay, but that's that. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and comments about everything that I said today on the quick chat. I need the girls. They have some things to say. Okay, I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.